Abraham Lincoln was born on February 12, 1809, in a one-room log cabin on the Sinking Spring Farm in Hardin County, Kentucky. His parents, Thomas and Nancy Hanks Lincoln, were modest farmers who struggled to make ends meet. Despite his humble beginnings, Lincoln would go on to shape the future of the United States in ways no one could have foreseen. Lincoln's early life was marred by tragedy. At just 9 years old, his mother, Nancy Hanks Lincoln, died of milk sickness. This loss left a lasting impact on him, and though his father remarried a kind woman named Sarah Bush Johnston, the absence of his mother weighed heavily on young Abraham. Lincoln had less than a year of formal schooling, but was an avid reader. He often borrowed books from neighbors and studied by the firelight after long days of work. His early favorites included the Bible, Robinson Crusoe, and Aesop's fables. In 1830, when Lincoln was 21, the family moved to Illinois. It was a difficult journey, but it marked a turning point in Lincoln's life. The vast landscapes of the Midwest would be his home, and here he would begin to carve his own path. In New Salem, Illinois, Lincoln worked various jobs, including as a store clerk, rail splitter, and postmaster. He became known for his honesty and hard work, earning the nickname Honest Abe. It was here that Lincoln first became interested in politics. In 1832, Lincoln made his first attempt at politics, running for the Illinois General Assembly. Though he lost, this marked the beginning of his political career. Over the next few years, he would develop a reputation as a strong speaker and an advocate for infrastructure development. Although Lincoln's political career was taking off, he also served as a captain in the Illinois militia during the Black Hawk War in 1832. Though he never saw combat, this experience helped him develop leadership skills and increased his visibility in the community. Lincoln's self-education paid off when he passed the bar in 1836. He established a law practice in Springfield, Illinois, where he developed a reputation as an honest and skilled lawyer. His law career would be a significant part of his life before his presidency. In 1842, Lincoln married Mary Todd, a woman from a wealthy and politically prominent family. Though they had a tumultuous relationship, they shared a love of politics and had 4 sons together. Their marriage played a significant role in Lincoln's life. Lincoln was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives in 1846, serving a single term. During his time in Congress, he was known for his opposition to the Mexican-American War and his strong stance against slavery, setting the stage for his future political rise. In 1854, the Kansas-Nebraska Act, which allowed for the possibility of slavery expanding into new territories, reignited Lincoln's passion for politics. This moment brought him back into the public eye, and he quickly became a leading voice against slavery's expansion. In 1858, Lincoln ran for the U.S. Senate and engaged in a series of famous debates with Stephen Douglas. Though he lost the Senate race, the debates made him a national figure and highlighted his eloquent arguments against slavery's spread. Lincoln's growing reputation as a staunch opponent of slavery led to his nomination as the Republican candidate for president in 1860. Despite a deeply divided nation, Lincoln won the election, becoming the 16th president of the United States. Lincoln's election in 1860 sparked a national crisis. Southern states, fearing his anti-slavery stance, began seceding from the Union even before he took office. By the time of his inauguration in 1861, 7 states had already seceded, setting the stage for the Civil War. In April 1861, the Civil War officially began when Confederate forces fired on Fort Sumter in South Carolina. Lincoln, though reluctant to go to war, responded swiftly by calling for volunteers to suppress the rebellion, signaling the start of a brutal and lengthy conflict. On January 1, 1863, Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, declaring that all slaves in Confederate states were to be set free. Though it didn't end slavery immediately, it changed the nature of the war, making it a fight for human freedom and altering the course of U.S. history. In November 1863, Lincoln delivered his famous Gettysburg Address, a brief but powerful speech at the dedication of a cemetery for soldiers who died in the Battle of Gettysburg. His words, which spoke of national unity and human equality, became one of the most iconic speeches in American history. Despite the ongoing Civil War, Lincoln won re-election in 1864, defeating General George McClellan. His victory was seen as a mandate to continue fighting for the Union's preservation and the abolition of slavery, giving him the political strength to push through his plans for Reconstruction. In 1865, Lincoln's leadership culminated in the passage of the 13th Amendment, which officially abolished slavery throughout the United States. This was one of the greatest accomplishments of his presidency and a fulfillment of the promise made by the Emancipation Proclamation. In April 1865, the Civil War came to an end when General Robert E. Lee surrendered to General Ulysses South Grant at Appomattox Courthouse. Lincoln's steadfast leadership had preserved the Union, but he knew that the nation's healing was just beginning. Just days after the Civil War ended, on April 14, 1865, Lincoln was tragically assassinated by John Wilkes Booth while attending a play at Ford's Theater. His death shocked the nation and plunged the country into deep mourning. Following his assassination, Lincoln's body was transported across the country in a funeral train, allowing millions of Americans to pay their respects. His death left a lasting impact on the nation, and he was remembered as a martyr who had fought for freedom and unity. Lincoln's legacy as the president who preserved the Union and ended slavery lives on. He is remembered not only for his accomplishments, but also for his leadership, humility, and deep moral convictions, making him one of the greatest figures in U.S. history. Abraham Lincoln's life story is a tale of resilience, leadership, and moral clarity. From his humble beginnings to his tragic death, his journey has inspired generations and remains a testament to the power of determination, compassion, and unwavering commitment to justice. We are working on more exciting videos that showcase more of our great leaders. Please subscribe so you don't miss out. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share. I will see you in the next video.